A very good morning and welcome to Port Macquarie Regional Stadium for the final day of the New South Wales State Cup for 2022 for touch football Budgie Smuggler Finals Day. But this is the very last match of the group stages and it is a absolute ripper here. Carly Banks to bring you all the commentary with myself, James Preston, as Manly go on the attack here against the Dogs. And Carly Banks, this one should be a really enticing fixture.
Yeah, Warringah Cup Grand Final replay. How good's this one going to be? Nice effort there, Shelley Davis diving at the line, but fantastic defence coming in there from the Canterbury Bankstown combination.
It's the last play now here for Manly. Now, try and have a little crack at them here with Davis. But watchful defence there from the likes of Courtney Young. So Tandek works it away from her own end. Young now to Flanagan. Good metres on display. Always puts a little bit extra once she gets the touch enacted on her, Logan Flanagan.
Yeah, not much love lost on field between Shelley Davis and Logan Flanagan. New South Wales 20s teammates back in 2014, and they've had a long rivalry and history in the sport.
Is there something you want to tell me about those two?
No.
Not at all?
Both players that I've worked with a lot with their skill development and got a lot of time for both of them, and they respect each other's games immensely. No, just saying it's a really nice little rivalry between the pair of them.
Oh, we do like friendly rivalries. Of course, if you're just tuning in here and you haven't seen the result earlier either, Australia just falling short against Argentina 2-1. Last play here now in this particular match, though, between Manly and the Dogs, and that'll be a touch pass. So change over here after about a minute and a half of play. A chance now for the Dogs to work it away from their own end. And I'll tell you what, number 22 for the Dogs throughout this tournament, Sailor Perrott, been very, very sharp.
Yeah, great young player on the rise, and really, really good to see her coming of age in this tournament, James.
There's plenty of pace from the likes of Perrott, and also on the other side of the field, Bella Geros, two of the young guns for these respective sides.
Yeah, I ran into Bella's dad, Stewie, down in the stands before, and she's been moved from the middle to the link in this tournament, and she's really done a great job in terms of being able to step up and play a new position.
It's a short side raid here for Manly. Oh, great little in and away. Nearly opens them up there from Durdovic. I think they've just got the touch in time. That was quite interesting. They were conferring with the one spectator out the back there.
Just check, we're all clear. No, it's a touch.
So Carruthers drops it down. Last play now for Durdovic. Durdovic, couple of dummies, works into the backfield. Great support play there. Nagy might have gone in here. I think she has. Yes, she's done a great job just to squeeze it inside the sideline.
Yeah, fantastic cut line there from the Manly girls, and it's one of the skills that you need to work on if you're a link and a winger, and great shopping around, no panic from the acting half. Millie just shopped around, and winger did really well to evade her opposition to give Manly the early ascendancy in this one, James.
Now, of course, this is the final group game of the tournament, so take us through the scenario here, Carly Banks.
Yeah, we'll stay with the play. I think there's something brewing here.
Well, Young is now looking to make sure that something does indeed brew quite tastefully here. Flanagan with the short ball. You're right, Carly Banks, because Andy Law is in.
Yeah, great link hole from Andy Law. Logan Flanagan going to the line like the exceptional ball player that she is, and just threaded the needle perfectly, and a great hole hit from Andy Law, one of the best young youth players in our sport presently. Going on with the scenario, mates. It's going to be interesting here. The Dogs really need to win this one, just to cement, a higher position, as high position as they possibly can. West are sort of sitting behind them, so they're currently sitting fourth, and West are sort of are playing Canberra at the moment. And there's that tap play that we see a lot from Manly.
Here's Clifford, short ball. Popping through the middle is Geros. Oh, I didn't think Tandek was onside there.
Yeah,
I think they might have got away with one there, the Dogs.
Yeah, the ball was inside that sort of 7 metres, so it's probably a little bit close for that phase play anyway from sort of Manly. But the Doggies really do need to try and put this one away just for their own confidence in terms of being able to go into the finals on a bit of a high, whereas Manly undefeated so far in the tournament and looking the goods.
Yeah, 7 from 7 so far for the Seagulls, and they'll be looking to make it 8 straight here. Flanagan charges upfield. Nice little roll ball, playing flat at the line. Flanagan goes all the way through, and that's a try there for the Doggies. They hit the lead, 2 tries to 1.
Yeah, nice nice piece of play there. The flow from Canterbury in that set was really, really good. Maybe questionable on that last pass, but didn't matter because Flanagan then hit the line, dummy, got through, and the Doggies have started this one very, very impressively, James.
So good showing so far from both sides, but it is Canterbury in the ascendancy after about 5 minutes of play here at Port Macquarie Regional Stadium. Budgie Smuggler, finals day. So they drop it off. Diable, a very uncharacteristic error from her.
Yeah, absolutely, James. Hannah won't be happy with that one, but knowing the champion that she is, she'll definitely come back here and do something pretty impressive in the not-too-distant future, I'm thinking.
So Chung is out there now as Law fires it from left to right, and that one is left behind. Just a little bit slippery to start the morning. Fortunately, no rain, but...
Yeah, coach killer down there for Pete Forrester and Glenn Flanagan down there, because when you get a cheap turnover like that from Manly, you really should make them pay, and then to turn it over yourself, it sort of takes away that little advantage that you were actually, looking to capitalise on.
Davis, now Myolo, Diable, once more, they've left it behind.
Yeah.
Take nothing away there from Hannah Diable, though. That one was difficult to pick up.
Yeah, that was a dog of a pass. That wasn't something that you were happy with. So, not Hannah's error there at all.
So Young wrapping around, of course, player of the tournament in the Vorden Cup for the Dogs this year. Had a very good campaign in 2022. Silver, now to Cummins off the left foot. Touch is made. Flanagan has them backpedaling. Flanagan, I think they just got back there in time. Yeah, good play there from Diable.
Yep. Excellent defence. And that's a better end of that set. Gee, Logan's limping a little bit coming off there, James. I don't think the viewers at home can see that. But, just a little bit with that knees heavily taped and just a bit of a limp there. So we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah, thick strapping on the left leg. So I'll point it out, Carly Banks. That's definitely one to watch as the tournament unfolds here on the final day. So McDonald comes forward, very close to being a touch pass. Play on is the call. Carrothers off the right foot, crabbing across field. Back to McDonald now. Last play. Here comes Jeros. Jeros with a perler of a pass. Opens up the gap there for Durdovic. And we're back to level peggings. What a ball from Bella Jeros, though.
Yeah, it's been... the referees are conferring here.
Oh, they're going to say touch passes, are they?
No, is he going to call it forward? Yeah, forward pass.
Forward pass, there it is. So confirmation.
Very disappointing there because it looked pretty clean from here. But obviously the referees have got a much better view than we do. So but a great piece of play though from Bella, and that's an aspect of her game that's really come along in terms of being able to hit the hole with that style of pass. So yeah. But anyway, game goes on.
Law popping it back on the inside for Sister Bobby, but unfortunately. She's taken an inside-out line instead of the outside-in. Left behind there, but Sally Alston with the previous run there has been a real try scorer so far in this tournament.
Absolutely, she has.
Previous match picked up 4, so she certainly knows her way to the line as Sammy Rogers is out there and making good meters for Manly. Same with the follow-up play here for Taylor Clifford. Ball over the top for Silver. Pop pass here. Oh, great defensive cover.
Yeah, and all the Manly big guns combining really nicely there to almost put on a try. Taylor Clifford came onto the field with a lot of intensity and really laid the platform for that particular attacking foray.
A great scything run there from Andy Law, who put in a couple of dummies to open things up. So the touch comes in from Petey. Now Law, with Young out of acting half, has absolutely no one to give it to, so back to Law, it must go.
Yeah, she's patient. You look for her to pick up and go on this play here. She's just waiting for a strike dump.
Last play now for Young, so she's got to work something here. Opens up half a little passage, but watchful was Rogers and Clifford was there too, so no matter what, there would be nowhere to go.
Yeah, really good defence from Manly. They laid the platform for that defensive set by being strong in the first 3 touches. Canterbury couldn't get much momentum after that, and then, someone like Courtney Young who, has a clean pair of heels, she really needs to get a good strike dump with a bit of momentum, and that was never going to happen with that great defensive set that Manly just put on.
Good run here, driving hard at the line as Davis now picks it up and continues in like fashion. Diable at them very quickly here. Oh, great pressure coming out from the wing there from Enright Bullock and shut it down.
Yeah, really good defence. this is going to be one of those end-to-end contests. And these two, women's teams have been the two most dominant sides, over the last, probably 6 or 7 years. And, they just keep, going at each other. And it's really good because within both coaching boxes, you've got really impressive, sort of people out there who keep innovating and coming up with new things in the women's game. So, yeah, two of the greatest women's teams that you'll see.
Strike dumb here for Perrott, who tries to work something a little bit behind the run there, though, of Kate Phillips. So an opportunity goes begging for the Dogs to try and increase that margin as we come inside the second third of this match. Of course, no half-time breaks and 30-minute fixtures with the sides changing ends when a try is scored. 10 minutes gone here. The Dogs up by 2 tries to 1. So they come short side here with Rogers now. Oh, geez, nearly finding the sideline. They just got there in time through Nicholas. Rogers with the big dummy, then pops a pass over the top, really flirting with danger there. Durdovic comes forward. Last play now for Clifford. Clifford has thrown that one more for than one of the New York Patriots has done. Don't know my NFL very well. Hopefully that's a team. New York Patriots. It sounds like a team.
Yep, you run with that, James. That's fine.
That is not confirming anything for me,
yes,
Carly Banks.
Yes,
Come on.
I just like to make you sweat. You know that.
Absolutely sweating bullets over here, especially having just watched Australia. That's a nervous watch.
I was happy to get out of the house, mate, because Cooper was crying when they lost. So
don't do him like that. You've done him dirty. So play on is the call here for Manly. Despite the assertions of the Dogs players that there was a knock-on involved. McDonald. Now Carruthers. Clifford. Here she comes off the right foot, straightening up real hard and getting to ground. It's a try there for Brittany Clifford. And we're back to level peggings.
Yeah, nice little sweeper play off the right foot. Britt Clifford, class act. Just, it has been for a number of years and really well worked. Traditional Manly play there for, to square us all up here.
Having a little look as well at Steph Cummins on the sideline. Very vocal here. She's not happy about something. I don't think it's to do with the referee. She was barking instructions at the coaching box, actually. A little chat here as well from our officials before we get back underway. So 18 minutes on the clock, 12 gone. And a level ball game here on Budgie Smuggler Finals Day at Port Macquarie Regional Stadium. Touch comes in there from Nagy. Now Tandek. Tandek turning it back towards the middle here with Silva. Quick roll ball. Too quick for Tandek to actually get there in time. So things slow down again here for the Dogs. Tandek through the middle. Young with the numbers in motion. Nice cut-out pass there to Austin. This will be the last play, and they've done well here. The Manly side. Flanagan has to try and work something out of nothing, and that will be the changeover.
Yep, there we go. There wasn't really much sort of doing there, and that's full credit to the Manly defence. So we're just in a bit of a grind at the moment, James, and that's the way that all big games won. These two are two professional sides, and they'll just keep going at each other until somebody cracks, and this is a really good game for both these sides. Leading into what's going to be a pretty big and important finals day here now.
Clifford, what a pass that is. Oh, Austin read it well though. There was a chance for a tip-on had she not been positioned nicely there. And shuts it down with 13 minutes gone, 17 on the clock. 2 tries apiece as the Dogs now work it away from their own end. Flanagan, nice little drive upfield. Pressure coming in though from Davis is exceptional. Beautifully
read by Shelley Davis, and then the rest of the Manly defence, they're just relentless. They're coming together in waves and they're working really hard. And this is an exceptional defensive set from the Manly Sea Eagles.
Perrott unfortunately leaves that one behind. Just taking a little look at the defensive line. Eyes off the ball, and it's gone to Deck. It's Clifford, the most recent try scorer. Crabs across field. Oh, gets away from the touch there of Phillips. Yeah,
fantastic. She took the ball right to the edge of the box for her team. Professional job there again from Britt. Whatever she does, it's always done at 100%. And, one of the best players in the game.
So McDonald with a nice roll ball here. Jeros caught from acting half. The two young guns collide there with Perrott and Jeros, and this time Perrott wins out. So change over here for the Dogs. So that girl now goes on the charge, Sailor Perrott. Towards the box as Jeros makes the touch. Austin out of acting half. Good charge here from Bobby Law, and I think she's going to win out on that one. Yes.
Yeah, gets the penalty there, and those ones, your heart's sort of always in your mouth because it's a little bit 50-50 with the sort of referees and stuff. So, but this time it falls in the favour of Canterbury, and a fortuitous time for them to get one, James, because feeling like they were losing that midfield battle a little bit more, than Manly were. So, yeah, here we go.
Quick hands now for the Dogs. Cummins, back to Young. It was a hard one to take. She just got hands underneath it, according to the referee. And they'll touch them about 8 or 9 metres away from the try line. Flanagan, beautiful delay on the pass. Cummins popped up at just the right moment. But that is exceptional from Logan Flanagan.
Yeah, fantastic. Everyone's expecting Logan Flanagan to hit. She's good on with her left to right long ball. The wing had slid away, the link hole was open, she delayed the pass, she pumped, she went to the line and threw it, and, that's the second time she's done this in the game. So if I'm Sam Brisby and Christian Brown over there and you see them talking in the sub-box, I would bet my life on the fact that that's what they're saying, is that, we need to stop Flanagan, being able to do that. So stop premeditating and actually, defend, what's in front of you.
And you're likely to see them throw everything, including the kitchen sink, at this Manly side. The Dogs, of course, the scenario for them is a little more precarious than that of Manly, who are undefeated so far. And that'll be a changeover in favour of the Dogs. There was plenty of arguing going on from Clifford there, as you say, she does do everything at 100%. And that includes arguing the point to officials as Law comes forward.
Look, both these teams always get up for this clash, and it's always one of the highlights of State Cup when these two teams get together. Round games, finals, whatever it is, like, you're guaranteed, to be able that they're going to put on a great show, and they're both fantastic teams, well coached, and a great advertisement for women's touch in our state.
Here they go with Perrott. Perrott, great ball. Oh, what about the line run there? I think they might have just got her in time. No, way too quick. Bursting through a little gap there is Beck. Now, just confer here the officials, but...
Yeah, that's down.
I think she's got it here. So Emerson Beck off the back of an absolute ripping pass from Sailor Perrott.
Yeah, Emerson Beck is one of the most improved players in our sport, and that line there was just fantastic. It was just that nice little out-in line and little shimmy at the end, and got her over the line in time. And, just really good to see the development of this young Canterbury group, because, when they lost their absolute superstar, Louise Winchester, a few years ago. Weezo's been like the heart and soul, and they had a few other players that sort of, weren't playing. Everyone sort of questioned whether the Dogs could, basically put together a side, good enough to be able to still compete with the likes of Manly, and Pete Forrester and, Glenn Flanagan have done a fantastic job.
Well, here comes Davis. Flanagan
Logan on the intercept.
She's off now. We know she can certainly scoot. Perrott is there too, who's got pace. Flanagan trying to position her. Here comes Perrott. Back to the middle now with Flanagan. The dummy comes. It's still on here for the Dogs. Phillips. Now Flanagan. Numbers arriving. Young's there. Cummins links up. It's still on here for Canterbury. And eventually Manly managed to corral
and they haven't made
them.
a touch yet, so it's still 0.
This is a very, very long play. The world's longest play in touch football. Law back to Young. Quick hands.
They've got him
here.
on phase.
Lovely little
wrong
pass
option
of the ball here, but out of acting half. Law is caught. And I'll tell you what, there's some quick customers for Manly, because Flanagan and Perrott are no slouches.
Oh, that's a coach killer though. Bobby Law just needed to actually get somebody live and go the open side. The short side was sort of covered there, so that may be one that they may rue later on in this game if Manly managed to come back here. But, fortuitously got out of jail there. Uncharacteristic errors coming from, the Manly combination, and it's something that, won't please the coaching staff that much, and the girls themselves who set such high standards for themselves. But that's full credit to Canterbury and the type of defensive pressure that they're exerting on this juggernaut that's the Manly Sea Eagles.
Driving forward now with Cummins inside that 7-metre mark. Turned back here to Tandek with 11.5 to go. The Dogs up by 2, and this could be crucial, this next try. If it comes for Canterbury, they're in a great spot here. Oh, big touch coming in too there from Clifford. Pushes Tandek back, and I'm just having a little look on the sideline too. Flanagan, really hobbling. I would have backed her to get all the way, but maybe that's why. She's a little bit too strapped up at the moment.
Yeah, and State Cup's a little bit different to, when she got that famous intercept in State of Origin in the mixed open last year. when she outstripped Connor Harvey. Shout out to Connor, good player in Queensland, nice bloke, but she had too much speed for him there. But very different format. I mean, these girls play everyone in the Women's Open. It's a very punishing regime at State Cup for those playing in the Women's Open A.
Petey,
so Logs might be a
option
little
back
bit
to the
tired.
middle. Oh, Clifford with the dummy. Sorry there, Kelly Banks.
Yeah.
Plenty of action close to the line. Last play now. Clifford receives it back from Petey. Tracking across it. Oh, very special little pass there over the top.
Get that in here. Love it. Bringing the crowds back, James, on Budgie Smugglers Finals Day. Love it.
And that is, of course, the case here. Now, if you are Port Macquarie local, tuning in at the moment, even if you're in nearby Harrington or so, make sure to make the trek here out to the stadium itself. Atmosphere is going to build and build throughout the day, and we hope you're also enjoying the coverage at the moment from wherever you might be watching. Just up over halfway now as Young goes on the charge. Options here in support. Oh, Young throwing so many dummies you'd think she was writing one of those yellow and black books. So 10 to go here. About 20 away is the changeover from the Manly line. Clifford off here now to Petey.
They're a little bit sideways for mine, James, this Manly rucking set. So I'd like to see him punch one forward, a little bit more direct. Now they're bringing the directness into their play, but I'd like to see it a little bit earlier.
Well, Rogers and, of course, Rochelle Davis here certainly coming up with what the doctor ordered. Oh, big ball over the top. I think it would have been forward anyway, but Rogers has got arguably the best hands in the game for a winger, and if she can't take it, that means it was very difficult.
Yeah, right option from Shelley Davis there, and just couldn't connect up there with Sammy Hodges. But like I'm saying, I think if Manly get that first two touches better, then they're going to find a better field position for that strike dump, which was a little bit far out for Shelley to be able to turn and throw that ball.
Here's Beck, now Austin chiming in from acting half. Tandek appearing as an option as Bobby Law continues upfield. Last play now with Sailor Perrott. Oh, not a good ball on this occasion.
So let's just watch this transition. It's a little bit slower than the last one, but yeah. Interesting to see if they go to the box straight away, and they do.
Yeah, Dybel pointing directly to the sideline, saying let's get some fresh players on the field.
Now that's a little bit better flow, and that's only two. They'll have a really good field position on this strike dump once they get down here.
McDonald with a nice little draw and pass there. Still an option here, McDonald, as she goes back to Clifford.
Yeah, they've got to get out up to the 7. That's great defence from the Bulldogs.
It's Perrott jamming in there to make sure there was no room to move, and ultimately it has reaped rewards here for the Dogs, that aggressive up and in defence.
Yeah, that's not a very, very good result there for Manly. They'll be disappointed with that set because the changeover was in actually really good position. They needed to keep the flow going there, and unfortunately they weren't able to.
So a couple of good drives here from the Dogs, getting them up towards halfway as Law continues in the same fashion. Chung now to Law, off the right foot, last play now. Options either side of the play the ball. Chung did a good job there to draw and pass. However, the pass from Law.
Yes, and Zero, nice refereeing. Wasn't sure if the referee got that one in time because sometimes there's a little bit of confusion. But that's good. And they miscount, but that's good. They'll get an extra touch here, Manly.
Here's Rogers now with Jerris back into the action. Very smooth couple of plays here from Manly.
Better.
They roll it back, and now Petey has a chance to go long with the bomb. Oh, it's come off the foot. And we've just seen Australia lose out, and so too has Nagy.
Yeah, just the execution, that was a better set from Manly, and right option again from Sarah Petey. They're just not connecting, with that last pass. So ominous signs there for Canterbury if Manly get that right. But this is great from Canterbury in terms of they need a really good set to get out of here, leave the ball down the other end if they can't score.
So no change to the score in some time now. Still 4 tries to 2 in favour
Great
of
run
the
from
Canterbury
Steph Cummins.
Bulldogs. Cummins picks up good meterage. Now Young, surely hoping for the penalty here. She ran directly at an offside player. No call as of yet. Finally, the touch is made. Last play now, so they won't get that penalty. Young operates a short side. Just asking the question there of the referee, saying, well, I've done it intentionally. Where's my reward?
Yeah, I think the referee's attention was diverted to the middle of the field and probably missed that little bit. And, that's probably why they missed sort of that. But it was definitely going to be one of those penalty situations for sure.
Quick hands here and nice recycling from Manly as Rogers pops the ball up over
Shelley
halfway.
Davis,
now
great drive.
Davis with a great drive. Here comes Dybel. Oh, but it's an incorrect roll ball.
Yeah, smart play to pull the hands out of the way at the last second. And, yeah, disappointing for Manly at a time when they really need something to go right.
So Beck is back out there. So we come inside the final 6 minutes here. The Dogs still with a nice little buffer here. One more try would really make Manly sweat. Cummins at a dummy half or short ball there.
I think they're already sweating, mate, at 4-2 down with 5.5 minutes. It's, starting to sort of get that feel about it that if Canterbury can ice a really good set here, then, it can make life very, very difficult for Manly.
Well, for me, it's not sweating until it's at Luke Heckendorf levels after reffing 3 games and coming in here with the headset. Quick hands looking for Austin.
That's not a very comfortable situation. I'm glad I wasn't around for that one, James.
Oh, there's a very unhappy general manager in the form of Dean Russell. Good thing I had the spare tissue paper in here to try and wipe it down.
Good old Dino, take one for the team, mate. I love it.
You got to lead from the front, right? That's what all leaders do.
Absolutely.
Up towards halfway they come now. The touch is made. McDonald nearly dropped that one. Perrott came up to put on the pressure as well, just to make things even more difficult. And that one has been left behind there, no doubt about it there from Carruthers.
Yeah, they're super clunky through that midfield. On a couple of occasions, the acting half's picked up the ball and has been looking for somebody to basically bang that ball forward. And so that's saying to me that they're not getting on the field as efficiently as they need to. They're not, having the energy, at this point, which is very unmanly, like who are one of the fittest teams in the comp, along with the Canterbury Bulldogs. So it shows you what a quality contest that we're watching here, James.
So 4.5 to go and just shy of the halfway line. Change over here for Manly as Clifford comes on the attack, little dummy there. Now Rogers supplies a pass here for Carruthers. Nicholas back into the fray. Just waiting for those reinforcements to arrive, and Rogers has nearly done another pirouette. She's already produced some ballerina moves yesterday. Out it comes now. Good hands there from Clifford. Taylor Clifford, that is. Nicholas driving forward. Petey gets the drop down inside the 7. They're going to say, in fact, it was a drop down as opposed to a roll ball. I did see a little bobble, so I think they've made the right call there, the referees.
Very, very good refereeing there. And, time's starting to become, the arch enemy here of the Manly Sea Eagles as they try to get back, into this game.
It's a big upset brewing here. Yes, we know the Dogs are a great side, but Manly have been on point so far in this tournament, yet to drop a single match. 7 from 7 coming into this game, and the Dogs knew the equation. They had to win to ensure their place in Budgie Smuggler Finals Day. As Young drives forward, Flanagan now on the last short ball. Oh, Tandek, how clever was that? Nearly worked for them, but Manly just too good in defence there, sliding across and shutting things down.
Yeah, fantastic work there, and Steph Miolo, one of the best players in the game, had to be on that for that little colours wraparound play that we've seen 1,000 times from the Dogs over the years, and Steph read that really, really well to keep Manly's hopes alive here. Easy
meters now for Rogers as Davis comes back into the fray at full tilt. Clifford drops it down. Good ball here for Rogers. Diable. Oh, great touch coming across. I think that's Bobby Law. Yes.
Yeah, Bobby Law showing a class NRLW premiership winner for the Newcastle Knights. And a big game performer steps up and shows us exactly why.
Last play here, and Tandek and Young combined to offer nowhere for Rochelle Davis to go. And with 2.5 on the clock, I think if they can play this set smartly, the clock will beat Manly here. But they need to work it down the other end. Beck plays it. Now Young. Here comes Tandek. 10 metres shy of the halfway line, and they keep the roll going. Good play here from the Dogs. Bissett. And now Beck. It's pretty simple one-out stuff here. That's all they need to do. Just keep driving downfield. Last play now. This could be a penalty in favour of the Dogs. It is, and that could be crucial here.
Yeah, I think Clifford was just trying to force the error a little bit, too much and be a little bit over physical, and that's probably sold the farm, I think, for this game for Manly. But early days, mate, on finals day.
You might have gone off a little early here, Carly Banks. This is a good opportunity, but they have to score from this set if they have any chance of getting even a draw at this point. Of course, no drop-offs in the group stages. This is the last group stage match of the competition. Rogers with 1.5 minutes on the clock. They've got to go now, Manly. Perrott gets the touch. Forward they march. And now McDonald. Easy meters on display here. They're happy to let them take it. Nicholas, McDonald. Good touch from Sailor Perrott. Last play.
Yeah, again, calm as you like. Sailor Perrott read that really, really well. And, the Dogs of War, they're just going to get the ball down the other end, and they're going to stick to their percentages here. They really want this win, and, they're not going to let Manly off the hook at all.
So Flanagan marches forward, and they have got this one sewn up now, the Doggies. Well done to them. The first loss Manly will have had all tournament with 50 seconds on the clock. And just have to finish out this set, and the timepiece will do the rest for them. Yeah,
experience of Steph Cummins there, just, arcing a run and get a nice strike dump. It's a little consequence now, but look, Manly are not going to, be throwing the baby out with the bathwater in terms of their A game. They know the errors that they'll sit down, they'll watch this game on stream, and the coaches will do a good review, and they'll come back ready for the finals, with a lot of plans. I mean, today's got a lot of touch left in it, and it won't surprise me to see these two teams line up again later on this afternoon in the big dance.
10 seconds on the clock here as Petey drops it now for Clifford. Jeros at pace, trying to ask a few questions late in this one, but good pressure again from the likes of Shannon Bissett, who jams in. And there they are. So the Dogs have secured their place in Budgie Smuggler Finals Day, and they've given Manly their first loss in what could well prove to be, as you mentioned, Carly Banks, maybe a grand final preview based on what we've seen out there today.
Yeah, and you see how ecstatic the Canterbury Bankstown box was with that win. They sort of were a little bit disappointed, been a little bit up and down, over the last 2 days. But that's a real confidence boost, and they're a real momentum team, and they'll take a lot out of that performance. And I'm looking forward to seeing what both these teams do on Budgie Smugglers Finals Day later on today, James.
So at full time, the Dogs 4-2 winners over the previously undefeated Manly Seagulls. And up next, we begin Budgie Smuggler Finals Day officially with the Men's Open B semi-final here between the Parramatta Eels and the Northern Beaches. Don't go too far. All the action in 5 minutes' time.